Hi guys, it's Jamie from supergrowth.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use my Easy Amazon tool. Now basically what this software does is you give it a single Amazon category or as many Amazon categories as you like, and it will run through each item in each of those categories, and it will firstly check whether anyone is searching for reviews for them, and it does that through the Google autocomplete. And then secondly, through the API, does all this in the background. And then after that, it will check to see whether anyone is reviewing this item on Google. So if it finds an item that people are searching for reviews for, it knows that, and it works out that there's also zero competition on Google for it, and then it will display it in the box down below. So what you should end up with is a nice list of Amazon products that have literally zero competition for. So just to reiterate, scrapes each item, fires that item plus the keyword review at Amazon at the Google autocomplete API. So if people are searching for reviews for it, it can tell by using the autocomplete API. If people aren't searching for reviews, it'll ignore it. If they are, it'll go on to the next step. The next step is for it to search Google. So I don't know if it's an NVIDIA graphics card, it will search Google for NVIDIA and then the name of the graphics card and then review. And then for each of those websites that come back from that, it will then go through them all and see if any of them are selling it see if any of them are promoting it through the Amazon affiliate program. So as I said, the end result, if you leave it to run, should be a nice big list of products that have been sold on Amazon that have absolutely zero competition on Google for people searching for reviews for them. Okay, so before we start, I'll just go through some of the settings. So this program supports proxies for firing requests at the Google API, the autocomplete API, and also scraping Amazon. If you use proxies, please, for the love of God, don't use public ones. Use proper, dedicated, private proxies. And pay close attention to that format there with the semicolon as a delimiter. Settings, so that's the pause between Amazon scrapes. That's a pause between Google search queries when we're scraping results, and that's the pause between in milliseconds for the autocomplete. You can play around with those, you might be able to get it to go faster, or if you're running loads of other stuff that's hitting Amazon and Google, you might want to crank it up so you don't get banned. That's the number of errors to give up on. So if Amazon's blocking us again, then we'll stop after 3 times. And if you do get blocked by Amazon, you will see it there, Amazon IP blocked. Okay, so let's add a category. So I'm going to paste in graphics card category now. Now notice if you find a proper category, it will have node equals and then the number up there, the category ID. You'll know it's a proper category if it's got that, otherwise it's not a proper category. So when we click add category, it will go off and it will check it understands the HTML on that page to be able to process that category. So there we go, it's added it in there, so it understands it, so it will be able to scrape it. Okay, so before we start the crawl, I'll just go through some of these stat settings. So use proxies, that's pretty obvious really. If you want to use proxies, just click that box as long as you've added them in up here. just noticed a little bug which I'll fix after this video. For some reason if you click that checkbox it doesn't work, but if you click the text it does. I think that's just because some of these boxes are probably overlapping that or something. Okay, so that's the amount of queries we sent to Google to scrape websites, see if they're targeting this Amazon item. That's the amount of concurrent Amazon scrapes we've got going on, so it'll always be one, unless we're using proxies, then it'll be as many proxies as you've got. Websites checked, that's how many websites we've checked to see if they're selling, see if they're promoting that Amazon item, and we get those websites from the Google search query. That's how many items we scraped that are waiting to be checked. That's how many items we have checked. That's how many Amazon items that have people searching for reviews for them. That's how many items that have people searching for reviews for them that are already being targeted. And that's how many Amazon items without online reviews, which is the important one. So many times Google has blocked our IP, so many times Amazon has blocked our IP. If you're not using proxies and you see that start to go up, then you need to stop it, reset your router if you've got a dynamic IP, and then go into the settings and push up the Amazon pause. General scraping errors, that's just how many times it's been unable to understand the HTML basically. Google Suggest IP blocks, that's how many times the Google Suggest API has blocked us. With all these blocks, if it's just the occasional one and then it seems to be running fine after that, then don't worry about it. It might not necessarily be a block, it might just be a little blip at their end or a blip in your connection or something like that. And that's how many queries we've sent to the Google Suggest API. Okay, so let's see it run. So we click Start Search, and you can see we scraped 15 items. We've checked one of them. It has review searches, and someone else is already reviewing it online. So we've left it and we've gone on to the next one. You can see it's checking for reviews through the Google Suggest API. You see another one that's got reviews. So it does take quite a while to find results, simply because you're starting from the beginning of a category, and generally, you know, the most popular items will be at the start of a category, and the most popular items are the ones that generally already reviewed and have Amazon competition. So I recommend, because it's a set and forget program, so I recommend if you've got a VPS, just leave it running on that overnight, or leave it running on your desktop overnight, and then come back in the morning and see what the results are. Because it's once it gets to the end of a category, and it finds those items that people, you know, have generally forgotten, then it finds the real gold. So we'll come back when there's some more results, and we'll go through what's in the box below. Okay, so we've had it running for a couple of hours now on the graphics card category. At the moment it's found 6, but when it gets towards the end of the category it will find a lot more. So let's just have a look at some of these. Let's have a look at this one. So yeah, you can see that's a pretty easy keyword. So you can see, yeah, the manufacturer's website is number 1, and then down number 4 you've got the Amazon listing, so that implies that'll be pretty easy to rank for. And again, this one here, and also you can get an idea of purchase volume by the review count as a rough estimate. And obviously you can get an idea of the commission from the item price. Let's have a look at this one. So yeah, that's another good one. So you can see the manufacturer's website is number 1, and then you've got the Amazon link for it again, number 4. No one's doing the review for it, so that'll be easy to rank for again. Let's have a look at this one here. Yeah, that's a nice one. So you can see because there's YouTube videos ranking, that normally implies that the competition's pretty weak. Yeah, that looks like a pretty easy one, and that's got quite a high review count, which implies it's got quite a high purchase volume. Okay, so we'll just check one last one here. So we can see you've got the manufacturer number 1, which looks like a horrible page given that URL. I bet that's really unoptimized. Then you've got the Amazon listing itself, another Amazon listing, and then you've got a forum post, which is going to be really weak. So you'll be able to easily rank for that. Okay, that's it. Just a brief overview of how it works again. So it scrapes items from categories, then for each item it'll check whether people are searching for reviews for it or not. If they are, then it'll check whether the results on Google for reviews for that item is promoting Amazon or not, and if they're not, it will show you the results down below.